Unless your team is on a miracle run and is having the perfect season of the century, chances are they'll lose at least once. But when will they lose, and to who? Now that every NFL team's schedule is out, it's time for us to do something that no football fan enjoys. Telling you what game your favorite team is guaranteed to lose.
You lose! Good day, sir!
Feel free to tag Old Takes Exposed, cause I'm sure a few of these will make their list. So, without further ado, here's one game that your favorite NFL team is guaranteed to lose in 2021. Arizona Cardinals, Week 4 at Rams. The Cardinals have lost 8 straight games to the Rams. If you ask us, Matthew Stafford and company are the team to beat in the NFC. Sean McVay's team is better with Stafford, and they've already owned the Cardinals with or without Kyler Murray. Atlanta Falcons, Week 17 at Bills. The Falcons will probably find a way to keep this game close before enduring another frustrating last-second defeat. The Bills have Super Bowl aspirations and simply won't let a mediocre Atlanta team beat them with serious playoff implications on the line here. Baltimore Ravens, Week 2 versus the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is 3-0 against Lamar Jackson's Ravens. Don Martindale's stingy defense has had no answer for number 15. Maybe the Ravens keep things closer this time around, but this is one game on Baltimore's rather manageable schedule that feels like a guaranteed loss. Buffalo Bills, Week 18 versus the Jets. Alright, calm down, Bills fans. We simply believe that Buffalo will be locked in as the AFC East champions and number 2 seed at this point. So the starters get to rest for the regular season finale against the Jets. We're also assuming the Jets starters are good enough to beat the Bills backups. Carolina Panthers, Week 17 at Saints. Carolina has lost 8 of its last 9 meetings to New Orleans. Even with Drew Brees gone, why should we expect things to change? The Panthers are in rebuilding mode, while the Saints remain in win-now mode. And sorry, but Sean Payton's squad isn't going to drop a pivotal home game against a mediocre division rival. Chicago Bears, Week 16 at Seahawks. The guess is Justin Fields will be the established starter by this point. With all due respect to he and the Bears, however, we say good luck to winning your first career start at Lumen Field. Russell Wilson has only lost 17 games at home. He's not going to lose a December home game to a rookie quarterback. Cincinnati Bengals, Week 17 versus the Chiefs. Do you really see the Bengals defense and offensive line holding up against this powerhouse Kansas City squad? No. Yeah, neither do we. Joe Burrow versus Patrick Mahomes Part 1 will be exciting and all, but we already know who wins the first showdown. Cleveland Browns, Week 1 at Chiefs. The Browns narrowly lost to the Chiefs in the AFC divisional round, but they've added a plethora of reinforcements on defense in the offseason. Will it be enough? Nah, nobody really shuts down Mahomes at Arrowhead. Go ahead and put the Browns down for an 0-1 start. Dallas Cowboys, Week 6 at Patriots. Did you know that the Cowboys only have 1 total touchdown over their last 3 games against the Patriots? That was a Tony Romo to Jason Witten score back in Week 6 of the 2011 season. Tom Brady may not be with the Pats anymore, but so what? Bill Belichick's defense always shuts down America's team. Denver Broncos, Week 4 versus the Ravens. Any game against the Chiefs would seem like the obvious answer here, but the Broncos actually play KC tough, so we wouldn't be surprised if they pulled off the upset in one of those meetings in 2021. But that Week 4 home game against Baltimore, on the other hand, not sure how Drew Lock or Teddy Bridgewater will move the ball consistently against this Ravens defense, or stop Lamar Jackson and their ground attack. Detroit Lions, Week 2 at Packers. Even if Aaron Rodgers isn't a Packer in 2021, we like Jordan Love and company more than a rebuilding Lions team right now. Not to mention that the Lions have just 3 W's at Lambeau Field since 1991. So history tells us that the Lions won't win in Week 2, no matter who's playing quarterback for the Pack. Green Bay Packers, Week 3 at 49ers. Green Bay crushed the banged-up San Fran team in Week 9 of last season, but Kyle Shanahan's club will be much healthier this time around. And let's not forget that the 49ers crushed the Packers twice in 2019. The Niners always seem to get the better of Green Bay in big games, so we'll give them the W in this Sunday night battle. Houston Texans, Week 2 at Browns. There are several guaranteed losses on the Texans' schedule for 2021. Guarantee that the Browns will lose week 1 to the Chiefs, so there is no way they're going to drop their home opener to the Texans. This may be the biggest guarantee on our list.
I guarantee it.
Indianapolis Colts, Week 15 versus Patriots. The Colts haven't beaten the Patriots since 2009. You know, the unforgettable 4th and 2 game, so yeah, it's been a while. Until the Colts prove that they can solve Bill Belichick's defense, we're gonna have to pencil in a tough late-season home loss here for Frank Reich's team. Jacksonville Jaguars, Week 10 at Colts. The Jaguars have lost 7 of their last 8 road games to the Colts. Yes, they have Trevor Lawrence this time, but hold your horses. The Colts are built to win now and aren't about to drop a midseason home game to a rebuilding Jacksonville team. Kansas City Chiefs, Week 6 at Washington. Okay, hear us out. Washington has the best defensive line in the league, and we saw in Super Bowl 55 what a good pass rush can do to Mahomes. Also, Washington beat an 11-0 Steelers team last season on the road, and KC will likely be 5-0 by this point. So what makes you think Ron Rivera's team can't end another undefeated season for the 2nd consecutive year? Las Vegas Raiders, Week 12 at Cowboys. You were probably expecting another Chiefs game here, right? Well, Vegas salvaged a split and nearly swept Mahomes and company last year. Not sure about you folks, but we don't trust the Raiders defense to stop this Dallas offense. On Thanksgiving Day, a fired-up Cowboys team will prevail. Los Angeles Chargers, Week 12 at Broncos. The Chargers' last 2 trips to Denver ended with last-second pass interference penalties that allowed the Broncos to record the game-winning scores. So, why expect anything different? The Chargers suffer a lot of those classic Chargers losses. As good as Justin Herbert is, we're fully expecting another one during their next visit to Mile High. Los Angeles Rams, Week 10 at 49ers. The 49ers have beaten the Rams in 4 straight meetings. That includes a series sweep from last season, despite all the injuries the Niners were dealing with. A healthier 49ers team will be a force in 2021. So there's no reason Kyle Shanahan shouldn't continue his dominance over Sean McVay. Miami Dolphins, Week 8 at Bills. The Bills crushed the Dolphins at home 56-26 in Week 17 last season to end their AFC East rivals' playoff hopes. That was quite the throttling, and as much as Miami has improved this offseason, can you really see them making up that much ground? The Bills will have a full stadium again for this contest. The crowd noise will surely be too much for Miami as Buffalo cruises to another home win over their division rivals. Minnesota Vikings, Week 3 versus Seattle. Russell Wilson is a perfect 6-0 against Minnesota. The Vikings haven't beat the Seahawks since the 2009 season. Even though many should be better in 2021, we don't have a reason to think that their defense can slow down Wilson and company. And must we mention Kirk Cousins' awful record against winning teams? New England Patriots, Week 18 at Dolphins. South Beach has been the house of horrors for the Patriots. New England has lost 6 of its last 8 trips there, including the 3 of the last 4. Even if Rob Gronkowski isn't there to play safety on a last-second Hail Mary, nothing will change. New England fans better hope that they have a playoff spot locked up by then. New Orleans Saints, Week 15 at Buccaneers. The Bucs finally solved the Saints in the NFC divisional round. With a full crowd at Raymond James Stadium and no more Drew Brees to worry about, this feels like an easy W for the Buccaneers. Jameis Winston won't get his revenge in front of the tens of thousands of fans who cheered him on for 5 seasons. New York Giants, Week 16 at Eagles. The Giants will be the better football team in 2021, but Philly has dominated this rivalry. New York has just 3 W's in this matchup since 2014, and they haven't won at Philadelphia since the 2013 season. Based on history and the fact that trap games are really a thing, let's give Jalen Hurts and the Eagles an upset here. New York Jets, Week 15 at Dolphins. Zach Wilson versus Tua Tagovailoa should be great theater for many years to come, but the former can expect plenty of growing pains in his rookie season, whereas Tua and the Finns are ready to fight for a playoff spot in 2021. Miami's stout secondary should make life difficult for Wilson, as Miami picks up a pivotal late-season win to help their playoff push. Philadelphia Eagles, Week 3 at Cowboys. Jerry World hasn't been kind to the Eagles lately. Not to mention that Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense should have a field day against Philly secondary. As awful as Dallas's defense was in 2020, they sacked Hurts 3 times and picked him off twice in a blowout Week 16 win. With Dak healthy and with reinforcements on defense, this should be an easy W for the Cowboys. Pittsburgh Steelers, Week 1 at Bills. The Steelers were no match for the Bills in Week 14 of last season. Good luck trying to steal a win here with an even worse offensive line and a 39-year-old Ben Roethlisberger. Pittsburgh's D might keep them in this one, but still, you gotta take Josh Allen and company here. Highmark Stadium will be rocking with a full house for the first time in 2 years. Let's go, Buffalo! San Francisco 49ers, Week 4 versus Seahawks. Russell Wilson has absolutely owned the 49ers. He has a 14-4 record against them, and he's only lost at Levi Stadium once. We expect the 49ers to be the better team in 2021, but it is hard to ignore Wilson's dominance against this team. The 49ers offense might keep it close, but until their secondary shows it can slow down the Seahawks' pass attack, let's put Seattle down for the upset. Seattle Seahawks, Week 15 at Rams. The Rams defense has been Russell Wilson's kryptonite. Just look at the 2020 wildcard game. The Rams are simply the better team, especially with Stafford now in the fold. This LA defense can shut down Seattle's offense all over the field, and Stafford will have a field day against arguably the NFL's worst secondary. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Week 18 versus Panthers. Our early projections have the Rams clinching the top seed in the NFC, and the Bucs clinching the NFC South and the number 2 seed. So we're predicting that Tampa will bench its starters for their meaningless Week 18 contest. Thus, Sam Darnold and Christian McCaffrey will lead Carolina to a season-closing win over Tampa's backups. Tennessee Titans, Week 3 versus Colts. For whatever reason, the Titans just cannot buy a win against the Colts at home. And as much as we like Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry, this Colts team is just that much better right now. The Colts' stout front seven can stymie Henry and frustrate Tannehill. On the flip side, the Titans' non-existent pass rush isn't much of a match for Indy's top-tier offensive line. Carson Wentz should be able to sit in the pocket all day and pick that secondary apart. It all adds up to another disappointing home loss to their division rival. Washington, Week 16 at Cowboys. Washington's schedule has a ton of tough matchups on it, but their toughest game of all could be a Week 16 matchup with the Cowboys at Jerry's World. Washington's pass rush will be in for a long day against Zach Martin and Tyron Smith. As good as Ron Rivera's defense is, they may not have enough answers for all of Dallas's weapons, which honestly is pretty scary when you think about it. But what games do you think your favorite NFL team is guaranteed to lose this season? Join us in the comments section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton. And hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.